Okay, let me also tell you about the areas where you have bad traffics. But as far as I know in Abuja, in the morning of most of the weekdays, not the weekends now, that's excluding Saturday and Sunday. In the morning, uh, talk about Nyanya Karu axis, right? People coming down from the Nasarawa area or the border area like Karu, New Karu, Nyanya, coming into town. From there, it's always a congestion there, like some serious congestion over there. It moves. That's why I call it a congestion. Like it's not exactly a jam. It's moving, but it's moving at a very slow pace. That's the traffic there. Then also, if you're coming from say the Kuba axis, the Buhari axis, Dede, Zuba, Madala, Suleja, going into town. Basically, the expressway also has congestions in the morning. The congestions are not bad, but it would not allow you, say, move at a speed of, say, 100, okay, or maybe even 80. Like, probably not. Sometimes the congestion actually makes you slow down, like up to 20, 40, and then you have to move that slow. Yeah, that's how bad it could be. Also, the Luke Bay axis coming into town as well. The airport road coming into town. You have some congestions over there, like in the Trade Mall area, I believe. I mean, I'm talking about the express now, but the people coming out from all those, because these are residential areas. So going into town, you have those congestions there. So basically, all of these areas I'm mentioning also have congestions in the evening, when people are coming back from work. So the other area, very prominent, is the Apo Mechanic Village. Yeah, that area has a congestion, but now it's actually better because they worked on the road in such a way that there is a connection on the two sides. But regardless, it still has a congestion because the road is quite narrow, right? You only have the oncoming and the ongoing, and you have a lot of cars on that road, so sometimes has congestion still. So the reason I'm saying this is so that around that time where you feel like people are coming back from work or going to work, you need to be able to remember that these are the areas with congestion. And if you really mean to, have a trip where you just go smoothly and come back for the next one and things like that, well, try to avoid some of these areas. Some, not all. Like for instance, the Lugbe area doesn't have a crazy, like if somebody should book you to Lugbe around say 4, 5, 6, it's still an okay place to go. However, please do not go to Nyanya or Karu unless you live there. Around that time, the traffic in that area is really mad. Like, please avoid it if you can. Because if you go there, by the time you're coming out, man, it's late. It's almost like you spent your entire day there. You probably be spending an hour for a journey of 20 minutes. Honestly, like, I'm not even exaggerating. I made that mistake twice, and since then, I have not ventured to make that mistake again. Anybody going to Nyanya Cairo towards the evening time, in fact, anytime from say 3 to be safe, or 4 downwards, or upwards, I should say, that's 4, 5, 6. Please don't go to Nyanya Cairo on the weekdays. On weekends like Saturday, Sunday, by all means go, even if it's by 7 p.m. Go there. It's a great time to go. There's no congestions and all that. So Nyanya has one of the worst. Okay, and then I would say maybe Poor Mechanic Village has the second. And sorry, I forgot to mention Idu area, the Idu Junction, the one that leads to the Idu train station on the Ring Road. That's the Jabi Stroke Lokoguma Express, not an express. It's an express. It's just the road, that just goes all the way straight down to Mechanic Village, or to. So basically, what I'm saying is that try to avoid these traffic jams. It doesn't bode well for your business if you have to burn fuel in traffic and moving slowly. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Okay. try to avoid this as much as you can. And sometimes you may have to go into, like, you may have to accept trips going to these areas, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take that route. If you can reroute yourself, if you can try to avoid this traffic, by all means, definitely do it. Okay. So yeah, we have the Mohammed, what's it called? Murtala Mohammed Express. That's the one coming from Kubwa to town. So basically, when I say town, let's just say Wuse area and Mabuchi and Garki and the rest of them. That's what we're referring to as town. All right. So